Hey guys, Trisha here. So I've been looking for a good paleo bread recipe for a while. I've made a couple almond flour and coconut flour recipes that came out okay, but not something that you could like make a sandwich out of. And I found a recipe online that says it's really good for sandwiches, and it's made with almond butter and no flour. So I'm curious to see how it turns out. I'm gonna give it a try. I found the recipe at scdfoodie.com. These are the ingredients. We've got almond butter, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, sea salt, baking soda, eggs, and it calls for 2 tablespoons of water, but then it does say optional as needed. So we'll see when we get there what the water's for. And the recipe does call for raw almond butter. What I have is obviously the Trader Joe's one, and it is made with roasted almonds. So I'm hoping this will still work. We'll see. And I'm using this little loaf pan. It does call for a specific size loaf pan, 7" by 3½. I think mine's a little bit bigger, but this is all I have. So just so you know, my loaf may come out a little bit shorter, but I'm gonna try it anyway because I'm just really curious how this bread is. And I just lined my pan with some olive oil and then some parchment paper. First thing is to add 5 eggs to the mixing bowl. Add all the eggs to the mixing bowl and scramble until frothy. I just realized I should be using my mixer for this. Okay, my eggs are frothy, so I'm gonna add in my apple cider vinegar. It's 2 tablespoons, and mix. And now I'm gonna add in the 1½ cups of almond butter. And I realized as I was scooping the almond butter out of the container that this almond butter is chunky. I could put it in the food processor and make it smooth, but I didn't really feel like it, so I just thought I would see how it turns out like this. And then it says mix well. Okay, now 3 tablespoons olive oil. It says the batter should be pourable and liquidy like a pancake batter, so let's see. Maybe it could be a little more liquidy. So it says to use the water only if you feel the batter's too thick, so I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of the water. So I've got a ½ teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda here, and it says to mix them really well after you add those in. So here's my batter. All right, so it actually filled the pan pretty well. It said the pan should be about 3/4 of the way full, and I'd say it is, so hopefully it'll be a pretty good sized loaf. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in my oven. It's preheated to 300 degrees, and it says it takes about an hour. Since I'm using my toaster oven, and it does cook a little bit hotter on one side, so I'm gonna put it in for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it, which I definitely recommend if your oven doesn't cook evenly. And then I will probably check it a little before an hour just to make sure it's not browning too much, and I'll check it with a toothpick. All right, well, here's the bread. It rose really well. I left it in for exactly an hour. It was kind of hard to tell if it was done, and it's cooled for a few hours. I just let it sit out. Okay, so it's really airy. It definitely looks like bread. It does taste like bread, kind of. It's weird. It kind of feels damp, but when you taste it, it's fine. It doesn't seem soggy. I'm thinking toasting it a little bit is a good idea. I'm gonna get Matt.
First, I'm going to describe the texture. It's spongy. It looks like bread, like a Pixar animated movie version of it. It smells like peanut butter, kind of, but that's probably because it's got almond butter in it. I don't know. It's pretty close. It's been so long though.
I know. It's closer than anything else we've tried though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the consistency, what you would expect it to feel like in your mouth isn't like bread, but it definitely, I mean, it's good. It definitely could substitute it, like putting
like a sandwich?
Yeah, or like doing little, I wonder if you could bake it, like toast it and make like little, I don't know, something to put sausages on. What are the little things I love? The little guys with the it's a meat mixed. It's a like
salami.
Salami, yes. If you could toast this and and put salami on it. Bye.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Okay, well, I would definitely say that this is the most bread-like bread that I've made from any paleo recipe so far. There's something a little weird about it, but I mean, obviously you're not going to find a paleo bread that tastes just like bread. I toasted up some of the bread and put some leftover barbecue shredded beef on it, and we're going to try it out and see how it is. It's more like bread with stuff on it.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I like it.
All right, so it's been a couple days. Here's what's left of our bread. We tried it that first night with the open-faced barbecue sandwich, and then yesterday we made like a cold sandwich with some lunch meat from Trader Joe's, and it worked out really good. I was worried that when I sliced it, it would become kind of crumbly, but it held together really well. It didn't fall apart as we were eating it or anything. And I even cut the slices really thin because it's really filling. So yeah, I'd say this is a pretty good success. I would definitely recommend not using chunky almond butter like I used, because it definitely had like a weird like nutty crunch to it, which, I mean, if you like that, that's fine. I would prefer it without that. So next time, of course, I'll just get the smooth almond butter or maybe make my own. I'm thinking about actually trying it with cashew butter too. I think that might give it like a more neutral flavor. But anyway, this recipe, I would definitely say check it out if you've been looking for a good paleo bread. I will link to the blog where I found this recipe in the description. Thanks so much for watching. If you like these videos, don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. See you next time. Bye. Okay. See what you think.
I'm just... No setup. No introduction.
We've been.
Just a guy just shows up. Some stranger. Just this dude. Hey, dude.